Hey, Tonya.
What's up, John?
So, what's our next adventure? I'll tell you. It's the third part of our series on cruising for beginners. And in this part, we're going to talk about the online information, what you still have to do after you book a cruise with Carnival, with Christina, or if you go to a travel agent, or if you do it yourself online. It's information for each passenger who's in your cabin. It's their birthday, telephone number. It's just a basic information. But whoever's over 18 must put down credit card information. So that's how you spend money on a cruise. What? How you spend with a credit card? No, what it is, you have this card, what cruise lines give you, and you don't swap money on a cruise. You hand that card over, and that's how you pay for stuff on a cruise. Yeah.
They also put the pictures. Your picture will be taken before you board the cruise. Your picture, you won't see the picture on here, but the picture when every time they scan the card, they'll see your photo to know it's you using the card. So you're not going to get away with taking someone else's card to buy alcohol. Just wanted to make that clear.
Yes, that's a good point. And a little side note, that card is very important. That's how you get in your room. That's how you buy stuff on a cruise. That's how
we had a funny about that one.
Yeah, that's how you leave the ship. So I'll let Tonya tell you this story.
Yeah, we went on in one of our excursions on the beach, and John left this in his pocket and went in the ocean, lost the card, and we tried to get back on the ship, and we had to get security. He didn't have his card. They won't let you on without that card and your passport. You have to have both to get on and off the boat. So we had to go through security. They held him kind of like in holding.
Yeah, they detained me.
I'm kind of waving as I'm like going back to the room to relax. And so, yeah, it was a while, but the funniest part was getting back to the room and him setting stuff down. And after all that, his card was in his shoe. It wasn't even in the ocean. He found it in his shoe.
Alcohol may have been a factor.
And actually, he's lost cards twice on our excursion, so hang on to those cards. Wallets, put them on a lanyard, something. Hang on to them. You got to have them no matter where you're at.
Don't have a dumbass John moment. Okay, so that leads us into the next vital information about passports. The Caribbean lets you have enhanced driver's license, but so many islands are declaring their independence that they won't accept enhanced driver's license. It's so much easier to get on and off or any kind of information with a passport because the passport was worldwide and they do background investigation. So I suggest get the passport, spend the money, and you're good for 10 years for adult, 5 years for kids under 16.
Any post office, if you don't already know, they can, not any, but you call ahead or look at which post offices in your area or around you will do the passports. They'll, for a small fee, I know it used to be like $15, they'll even do your photo for it. Just make sure you allow yourself enough time getting your passport ordered or sent for so you can receive it way before your cruise. With COVID, everything is delayed right now.
Right. So at this time, a lot of cruise lines and I know airports and they want online apps. I always suggest this. Yes, do the online app, go to your app store, whatever cruise line you're going on, download the app, have your information in the app. Just don't rely on it. Always print out hard copies. If you don't need it, fine. But you're safe.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
One thing nice about the app also is it every night or when they turn down your room or whatever, they will put, a pamphlet on your bed with what's going on the ship. But sometimes you don't want to carry that around and you'll have your phone on you and you might want to just see what's going on. When is the entertainment? When's the comedy? What kind of shows are going on? They usually have bingo on the ship. You can win quite a bit of money actually with those bingo things. It's not that expensive to play. That one is not free. But as far as your comedy, that kind of entertainment, they have a piano bar. There's all kinds of stuff that is free. But definitely.
Yep. So the last thing I'm going to talk about until we move into the boat, the ship itself, is at this time we're in a world pandemic. Hopefully it's winding down. Thank God. Hopefully everyone's safe out there. But Carnival Cruise Line, and again, I don't work for Carnival. I don't get paid through Carnival.
Not me either.
We're not affiliated with Carnival. We're just familiar with Carnival. They want a COVID test within 48 hours of boarding the ship. You can get a rapid test, order online, take the test at home, or go to the pharmacy if they do rapid test, get the paperwork.
CVS is one of them that I think does it.
Right.
You just have to make sure that the cruise line you're going on, that they accept that rapid test.
Right.
Because you can't get on the boat without that at this time until things change.
And, and things are changing so much in this world about, the vaccine and the testing. I'm not here to yay or nay the vaccine, but I know there's protocols, what you can do or what you can't do if you have a vaccine. And that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to get on about the vaccine. So let's move on and talk about more happier stuff. Let's talk about the ship itself and what you can do on the ship. Okay, so there's expenses what you can add on besides your price of the cruise, and those are excursions. Excursions are little getaways when you get to the island, anywhere from going on a catamaran snorkeling to swimming with the dolphins.
Or you can choose to relax and go on none of the excursions.
Right.
You don't have to pay for those excursions. That's a bonus if you want to. There's a lot of people we see just stay on the boat. They don't want to get off. They're there to relax. Or they get off and they don't. You can get off the boat and not do excursions. You can get off and just enjoy the the surrounding vicinities,
the shopping,
and the restaurants, the shopping.
Yep.
Excursions are more of the fun things that you either take a bus or you meet in a group. They always meet in a group when you get off the boat. In case you're wondering, when you book an excursion, they'll hold signs up when you're getting off the boat at the port to show you and guide you which bus you're getting on. So it's not a ruckus and you're not trying to figure out where you're going, where do I go, who do I meet. It's very simplified.
Yep. And another thing about excursions, local people there, and you can take excursions with them. But keep this in mind. If they are late getting you back to the ship, guess what? Bye-bye. They will not hold.
If you don't book through Carnival.
Yeah, if you book through a cruise line excursion, they have to wait. Right.
If you walk off the boat and there's people standing there with signs and you just book, like people from that
island. Yeah.
If they're standing there with signs and you're like, oh, maybe I'll do their excursion. If you're late, and they will, if you're late getting back with them, the boat does not have to wait for you.
Right.
If you book through Carnival itself or whatever ship you're on itself, they have record and they know if you're not on the boat, they will wait. It's very much a security for you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Also, alcohol and drink packages. Remember, you're out in the middle of nowhere, out on the Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, Pacific, whatever cruise you do. Well, they got you, and that's the way the cruise line, they make money, is on alcohol, and it does get expensive, but they do offer alcohol packages, drink packages, they call them. You get up to Carnival, again, talking about Carnival, up to 15 drinks a day, but that includes gourmet coffees, wine, beer, and alcohol. It does not roll over. It's that way you have a day, then it resets at a certain time to your 15. I suggest that if you are a drinker, get the alcohol package. You will save money. Go ahead, Tonya.
And they do have a soda package, so if you're not an alcohol drinker and you just want the soda, they do have that, and it's less of a price. And also, if you don't want to pay for any package, whether it's the alcohol package or the soda package, you don't have to. You can get the teas, the coffee, water, juice. They have all kinds of juice, different kinds, and you can just do that if you'd like.
Absolutely.
So that's an option for you too if you're trying to go on a budget-friendly cruise that you can enjoy and not have all these extra add-ons.
And another thing, what they offer is Wi-Fi. They got, I believe, 3 different tiers of Wi-Fi packages. So if you're out at sea and you want to still communicate with your families and friends through Facebook or TikTok or whatever it's nowadays.
You can't have your phone on.
Right.
You can have it on, I'm sorry, but you have to have it in airplane mode from the time the boat leaves the port until it returns to port. Your phone can only be on airplane mode. So the Wi-Fi packages, as he's going to get into, are wonderful because if your family back home has Facebook Messenger, you can have all contact through that. Like, that's what I do to contact my family back here. If my kids aren't with us, my mom, anybody, my dog sitters, whoever, they can have contact with me that way at any time. So and there's different, like he said, different tiers of those packages.
Yep. And now don't get confused. It's not per room when you buy the Wi-Fi package. It's per person. So keep that in mind too.
Per phone.
Yep, per phone.
Or computer.
Whatever device, right? Next thing we're going to talk about is dinner and food. There's plenty of food on the ship. Plenty of free food on the ship. But if you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary, a special occasion, they always have upscale dining, steakhouses, Italian. The Mardi Gras, I heard they have, and it's just rumor, and I'm going to find out, 8+ dining option restaurants we can go to. That's a lot.
Everybody's taste buds. It's going to meet everybody's taste buds. If you go back to your room hungry on the boat,
right?
Shame on you, because it just doesn't happen.
And that does cost extra money. We always go to the steakhouse, Fahrenheit 555. Phenomenal, great food, great atmosphere. You won't be disappointed.
I don't think any of the places on the cruise ships we've ever been on, I've been disappointed with any of the food.
Right.
Really, I mean,
yeah.
Really, I haven't.
No.
And it shows when we come home, because we both gain weight.
Time to exercise. So next thing I'm gonna try to wrap this up is they have shows on the cruise ships, free shows, musicals, comedy shows. They also pull people from the audience and participate in the Love and Marriage show, which is one of our funniest. And,
all these
right,
different. There's so many shows.
Yeah.
They I don't know.
The art auction.
Yeah,
they have art. We bought a piece of art we bought 4 pieces of art from our last cruise. That's your choice if you want to buy art.
Art is displayed all around the ship, so you can enjoy it while you're there. So you can see what's going to be going into the auctions.
What happened?
Our last cruise, we went to our very first auction, and we were only going to buy 1 piece. But the way they had it displayed, they had pieces that went with other pieces and you kind of pick and choose. And funny about that, John's first auction ever, mine first auction. They give you the thing to wave up in the air. I don't know what they call it, because like I said, it was our first auction. They're auctioning off, the auctioneer's naming an amount, and John was trying to get someone's attention, and he waves it, and I'm like trying to grab his arm and pull it down. It was funny, and that was like I don't know,
$30,000.
I think it was $32,000 for that piece. Those pieces he was bidding on, and
thank God they knew.
Never again. From now on, I'm holding the little paddle.
Well, one thing we buy the auction, or that I'm sorry, not the auction, the art from. They gave us.
They just called
a comp and a weekend getaway up and coming.
Yep.
So
next weekend we're actually going to stay at the Townsend. They're putting us up. They offered us 3 nights, but we kind of, with work and everything, we hadn't talk them into would they just do a 2-night thing. So they're putting us up in the Townsend. Yes, we want to go to the auction there. We do need to attend one auction under no obligation. We're looking for a couple more pieces anyway, but we do want to go. But they're putting us up for 2 nights, 3 days, all meals included, all entertainment, and all of our drinks included. So we're very much looking forward to that. The Townsend is a very nice hotel in Birmingham, Michigan.
Yep. And I'm not saying that's going to happen to you if you buy a piece of art, but there's possibility. And I know they got a casino on the ship, and I know if you spend money on a casino, they gave me comps.
And a lot of upgrades when you spend on the casino, and we don't spend a lot. I mean, I think the most he's ever spent at the casino, and that was a lot to me, was $300.
Something like that.
Usually we're each taking maybe $25 to $50 for the whole cruise, like the whole time we're there. Throw a couple quarters in, a couple dollars. And we walk away. That's it. We walk away. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose.
And that's where we're going to end this video, because that's going to lead into my final part of the series on freebies and how you can get a little bit more money for your bang for your buck.
Just to let you know, too, that I will include, again, Christina's information. If you are looking to book, by all means, you can go through whoever you'd like. But again, Christina is
Top
she's
notch.
who we go through. She's a planner and she's wonderful. So I will include that information at the end of the video again as well.
Just top notch. So on this note, I'll see you on the flip side.
Talk to you soon.